We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Denver Broncos.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
And off we go from Denver. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
The drive begins with a run by Forsell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Down. Hut, go. Yellow. 40. Hut.
They run up the middle now to Forsell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 52 black, 60 red.
They'll try and get it with Forsell. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Ready up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready. Red. Ready.
Young off the bootleg. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. You 52 blue.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Set, hut. 45. What? Ready?
To the air once more. Young. He finds his man, complete. It's done. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Set. Yellow, 20 set.
They'll try to run with Forsyth. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 black. Hut.
And they'll run again. And this time they'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
Ready?
Young takes it on the sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Yellow, 43. Hut.
Now here's Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos nothing. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Nix. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46. Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton, 30 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ready. Ready.
Off the play fake, Young. He finds his man, complete. That's done. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. You look at this Bronco defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Let's go. 33, yellow. Ultra. Go ultra.
Young to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Panthers.
These two teams all tied after one. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, this is Forsell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
95.
Looking to throw, Young. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
him in stride. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Ready, ready. 50, green. Cut.
Young. And this is caught at the 8. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. A solid stiff arm. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Nix to the air. Open man is Bryant. He's got it. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Broncos.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll go play action with Nix. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Nix going to give to Harvey. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's Nix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Throwing Nix. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown. Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go. Ready?
Young off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
10 black.
Now Young. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
60 red. 60 red. Cluster. 6. 6.
Out of the gun for Sad. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Come on, set. Set.
Again they run. Again it's for Sam. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Red. 30. Ready.
Up the gut for Seth. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ready.
Shotgun handoff now to Forsett. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go next. White. White. 33. Yellow. Second.
Young. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Now let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Nix. Side complete. That's Franklin. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Second and 11. He'll get that complete to Franklin. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looking to throw. Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Pat Bryant, 63 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Broncos 14.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Here we go. Blue 32. Set.
They'll give it to Forsell. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 48-yard line, here's a second down and 4.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
Here is Young. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Hey, check. Yellow. 22. Hut, hut.
To throw, Young. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. Red 38. 6. Mega. 52 blaster. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Seal, black. Ready.
Now Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Set. Ready.
Again, it's Young. They'll set up the screen for Forsett. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Down.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Got his man complete over the middle. It's done. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
Claw, 10. Set, hut. Set, hut.
Young off the bootleg. On the RPO, he'll keep it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Here we go. Set.
The pitch comes to Forsett. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Drill green. Red, cycle. Hut, hut.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Harvey now, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Nix from the shotgun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Bombers.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Making the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Nix. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll swing this out to Harvey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Nix to the air. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Panthers 17. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Ready.
And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing. Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Bonito able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Yellow, black, 95.
Young to throw it. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 black.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
33, yellow. Slide 2. Smash, red. Ready?
Now here's Young. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Past the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Panthers 17. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
6, mega. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Wide open receiver, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Ready.
Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Ready.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Here we go. Drill. 10 black. Set.
Again, this is 4th down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 4th down, on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And that is incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Okay, right.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Yellow, 40, black, ultra. Smash, red. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Nick Bonito able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and long.
Ready.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's one deep for Pickens. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. George Pickens, 48 yards. And the Panthers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Ready
Here
up.
we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Down.
Panthers will line up for the
Black,
2-point
95.
conversion.
Set.
The Young's going to throw for this. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. Said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
To throw is Nix. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing Nix. Open man is Bryant. He's got it. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Franklin. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Broncos, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.